later because Paranoid knows the race calendar better than I do. I should probably stop playing my music in case it plays on the stream, which I don't think it does actually, but just in case.
No, it pauses it.
I know it does, but
I'm restarting the chaos. I'll be back in a sec.
okay. We are having a teensy issue with one of our commentators. He can't get in the lobby, so we're not. We might only be running one commentator today. Well, we did have two reserves, but one cancelled. Ooh, excuse me. Sorry. The yawns. Get them out of the way now, is what I'm gonna say. But we have a small commentator issue. If he can't join, then I will just have to take it so. Apologies, everybody. I'm just trying to help with the situation of people not being able to join the lobby. But it's we're having a big momentum, but we're getting through it. People are starting to join who couldn't previously, so this is a good sign. I have just thrown something at a wall I did not intend to throw at a wall. I don't know how I'm not fired yet. I am so gonna be fired now. I've said that. should this be Cameron commentates Belgium for like the third time in Formula Virtual history? Make this the stream that gets like we push the limits to see how far I can go without being fired. No. Like, how far can we stray away from actually commentating until I get fired? This is all jokes, by the way. Paranoid or Bufferido Phil or anyone with authorial power. I am joking. I will do my job, I swear. I swear, I will do my job. Just trust in me that I'll do my job, and I'll trust in you to not fire me. Hello, all five of you, and welcome to the Formula Virtual Round 6, Season 6, Division 1 of Belgium, or Belgium. I call it Belgium. Do you think if I called it Belgium for the whole stream? I don't know. Anyway, hello, shout out to all those watching this on YouTube now. We do repost those streams there now. If you are not subscribed to our YouTube, Formula Virtual on YouTube, give that a quick subscribe and give make sure you turn that notification bell on if you are watching on YouTube. And if you're watching here on Twitch, drop us a follow at Formula Virtual. It is very much appreciated, and you definitely get the pings a lot earlier than you do in the Discord server if any of you are members there. As I still don't think the ping's gone out, but I'm gonna artificially ping the stream, you know, like just share it because it's late again. Bonk. Can I add everyone? Do I have that perm? I don't have that perm. I'm just gonna put it in there. Oh, and a TikTok's been posted. No, that was before. I thought a TikTok got posted at the same time I put the Twitch link out. It did not. Verify. Goat. Who? You or I? Verify. Goat like sometimes, but recent moves, recent races have not been so kind. Especially Canada for not taking part in Canada Verify. Taking part in Belgium, though, I don't know why that would be the case. We are gonna wait, I think, a bit. There might be a little bit of a delay. I think there is a little bit of a delay. Jacobo's saying, ready up. A little bit of frustration because we're 2 minutes late. Guys, it's not the end of the world. It's 2 minutes. Like, this isn't going to mean that the race is going to go on for an extra hour. I know it's Belgium, it's a long circuit, but 25% is a percentage cut of the lappage. It's the lap's already made to fill a certain lap distance. That cut is 25% of that mandatory race distance, and they convert that then into laps. So to be fair, we should still run about the same amount of time as we would normally. So the only thing that will change, though, is how many laps you get done in qualifying, because the qualifying time is constant. But that time's constant anyway, so I don't see why there's so much of a rush for being 2-3 minutes now late. So let's not get too angry over that, guys. But we are going to get going into qualifying. I think as a single commentator. I don't think I'm being rejoined, because Ace was here, but he's now had some tech issues that has set him away from being able to do commentary. Obscure Cheese Jetpack Masterclass is incoming. We'll see about that one, Chief. We'll see. P1 inbound. I mean, I've seen that GIF circulating of Jetpack my goat, I think it is. I don't remember. I'm alone now. And then spin after 10 minutes. There's the but I was expecting. There's the, like, oh, that's a good thing. However, there's the however to that statement. It looks cloudy. I have like 2 weather sources now, and neither of them have shown their presence. Channel 5 and Tread Weather, if you are here, please make yourselves known now. I require the weather. And if someone else gives it to me, I guess there'll be another news network stealing both of your jobs of Tread Weather and Channel 5. We might need to go to Channel 6, and God, I didn't expect to be going that far. As the Red Bull goes out there of, I think, Rio, as he is the only Red Bull here today. Let me just get the track map up before I forget. And the lap data on. Everyone should be running soft compound, although I believe next year that does change in multi-stage qualifying, which could be very interesting. I won't go into specifics because I have not brushed myself up on regulation. But I think I remember there being a change to qualifying tyres per qualifying session. But I will not speak further of it because I do not know if it is fake news or if it is true news. Spa-Francorchamps then is the track we see ourselves at today. It's a long one, I will tell you that much. And I have commentated, I think, this is season 6. Yeah, I've commentated either 3 or 4, so over half or exactly half of the Belgium races in Formula Virtual, so this should be familiar to me. I say should. I think my first Cobbs outing in Formula Virtual was here at Spa, so it's definitely nice to come back here once in now, just to enjoy the atmosphere, to like remember the first race I commentated for this league after doing 1 or 2 else. Literally, like, this is my 3rd com session on, and it was a banger as well. I think it went down good with the public. I think the public liked it, but they still do somehow. I don't know how I'm not like fired or washed or whatever. But we're going to see our first lappage put in now. We've just seen Rio go around for an outer. He's going to go around now for a flyer, going down into turn one. It's a hairpin. You've got to get really close to that inside apex, which I definitely struggle with. And McLaren's going to grief and come out the pit lane, but he's going to let the Red Bull pass. Got a bit up of a straight up to El Rouge and Radion. El Rouge and then Radion's that corner there at the top, I think. I don't remember the exact specifics, but then you've got the infamous straight of the Here Comes Sebastian Vettel into chicane now. Is very crucial you nail all these corners, as it will definitely help you with that little bit of speed here going down into the downhill braking zone, going into already in actually sector 2, but you're right in the middle of sector 2 now, going towards my favorite corner on the track, and not because of its funny name, but Pouon now. It's high speed, pedal to the metal, watch the curb, don't spin the car, takes it nicely at flat speeds. I'm going to be approaching another chicane. It's quite elongated, the chicane. I call it the elongated chicane. Followed by a Lesmo-esque corner. Going now into essentially a giant straight. Mama Zelda, 5-place grid penalty for collision with Joshua Tomo. Speaking of Joshua Tomo, where's my weather report? Joshua Tomo, obviously colliding. I did see a few yellow flags while Rio was out on the lap, but it is an undisturbed lap going into bus stop. It will be, what is it gonna be? It's gonna be a 1:43.573 for, oh, that was someone in the wall. It's a Mercedes of the monster. I don't know who's across the line next. I think it might be this McLaren, but that's an outlap. It's going to be a Haas. Where's the Haas? There's the, no, that's Haas is coming in the pit lane. Alfa Romeo also. Is it Oliver? Nope. I don't know who's next across the line. But I'll try and, it's an AlphaTauri. AlphaTauri, never mind, it's an Alpine, and then Fraser Fishy, and then the AlphaTauri. Fraser Fishy quickest at the moment, 1:43.159, Victor 1:43.247, and Rio still with that 1:43.573, and Niels Hendrick, who was not here last week, with the reserve driver to fill in, but is here this week with a 1:44.311. Jetpack puts in a 1:55.009. I'm sorry, I shouldn't laugh, but I was told P1 incoming, and I do not know if they meant that much incoming, but it has not arisen yet for Jetpack Bar, and he has not crashed down straight either just yet. I just heard something hit the floor, and I've just caught that thing that has just hit the floor. I think that Mercedes abandoning that lap, a 1:44.034, 1:44.045. Definitely an abandoned lap to me. Evan puts in a lap somewhere, slightly sneaking in with a 1:43.726. As Rio goes into the pit lane, verify where is he along the track. That McLaren of Oliveira is actually going to come across first. Currently a 1:40 coming out of bus stop. It's going to be a pretty good pull away. 1:44 could be better. Definitely can get better. Verify, I think there with a little bit of a better pull out. No, it's a 1:44.8. Definitely people struggling to get near that 1:43.1, especially Jetpack with a 55. Don't know how he gained 11 seconds, but he has. Just Jetpack doing Jetpack things, or Goat doing Goat things, you know? Is that what the people say? A Ferrari there in the pit lane. I spot a Haas. I see a little silhouette of a Haas. Coming out of bus stop now, going down to the checkered line. It's a 1:43.353. Puts in P3. Lots of threes. Making my life a very three place to be right now. That Mercedes has been let through. I don't know who that will be of. It will be of Chris, who has gone into the pit lane, followed with the AlphaTauri. Same with the Alfa Romeo. I think people will be coming into the pits now. Jacobo on invalid lap going to be coming into the pits. AlphaTauri of Ids in. Oliver is going to go around. The Haas of Mademoiselle is also going to go around. That is definitely a bot. How do I get rid of that? I'm not a moderator on the channel, am I? I'm not. They need to fix the Formula Virtual. Get on that. You got a bot in your chat, or at least I think it's a bot. If you're not a bot, I'm sorry, but you put .com, and it makes me think it's a bot, or someone using text to speech. Anyway, back to the racing. Sorry, I was just checking Discord. Verify on a lap, going into yellows, going into the pit lane is what he's going to be doing. Jetpack bar. Sorry, it's his teammate Final Flame on an out lap currently. So we're going to go to the Haas behind of Pink Eye. Already P3 somehow. Oh no, not somehow. He got 143.353. I remember putting me in the place to throw it. Oh, the monster spinning himself. I've gone the long way around to get back to this Alfa Romeo of Josh Tomo, who's going to finally set a lap of a 144.705. For Josh, it's going to be Oliver across the line next with no penalties so far. Doesn't invalidate it there. It looked very close though. It's a 144.026. Not too bad. I think that's the other Haas of Mama Zelda across the line now for a 143.431. There we go. AlphaTauri also across the line that I can't spot. I think it was Niels on an outlap. There's a Ferrari coming back round of Jetpack. Hopefully to go a little bit faster than a 155. Is it going to be any faster than 155? He's on a 2-minute lap time. Definitely won't be faster than a 155. Jetpack having a little bit of a stinker out here. Victor, P2 currently with a 143.247. Is going to go and cross the line with a 250, sorry, essentially. Getting a good start to the lap, essentially double out. Is what I'm assuming. You got a big chunk of cars coming to the line now. I think there was a little bit of an incident because they're all on like 2-minute lap times. That backed up that pack. And who's that there who's been caught up in a little bit of traffic? I think that might be Josh Tomo. I'll probably skip by him, but no, I want the other Alfa Romeo. The easy way would just be to look. There we go. I was probably on Oliveira, and then I went like this all the way up. God, I'm doing awful today. Oliver, on an invalidated lap time, is going to come into the pit lane. Who else? Evan has retired. I don't know if that was by force. Rio actually goes P2 at 143.193. Manages to stick a lap in there somehow. Don't know how, and don't know when. Jetpack bar though, 129.130 going towards bus stop. This could be a bit more of a competitive lap here from Jetpack going into bus stop. Takes it with quite some speed as well. Going to be closer to that 143, 144 range. It's going to be a 144.449. Puts in P13. But it ain't going to be enough to get any higher in the grid, sadly. Going to need a little bit more pace there. Is Jetpack. Victor goes fastest again with a 143.066, reclaiming his first that he had from the start of the session, and now that there's less cars on track, it makes it easier for me to spot these drivers. Jacobo going to be saying his first lap of the session. I would hope it's going to be somewhere in the 144s as the monster, I think, comes into the pit lane. It's actually a 145.134. No, it wasn't the monster, excuse me, it was Chris. Chris is currently P10, if anyone wondering. I'm just trying to call out numbers. You'll have to bear with me, my throat and my head really hurts. So, this is like pain and torture. Kind of, not really. But the monster, actually, he's still on an outlap. My brain, obviously, is not functioning, as Oliveira might try and up himself here, going up into the 143s. It is going to be a 143.935. Good on Oliveira. I'm just trying to take it easy in qualifying so I can yell a little bit more in the race, just to get things going. But God, commentating with a cold, man. Well, it's not cold, but commentating with a cold must be awful. And I haven't even got a cold. I've just got like a really, really painful headache and a really bad throat at the same time. God, imagine my nose being all stuffed up. Jacobo, sorry, the monster setting a lap. Jacobo did set a lap, but it wasn't much competitive. Check FV social media. I'm checking FV social media. What has happened? Tibbs is a full-time driver now. That was very random. But Tibbs is a full-time Aston Martin driver. He's not racing today. But obviously Aston Martin, I think they were down a driver last week and the week before, Oliver being the only one to make it. So they definitely needed to put someone in that full-time. See, is that the monster? It's not letting me go up to Victor. So I'm going to have to go all the way down to go see the monster. There we go. I don't know what happened there. I think my controls are inverted as well. We don't have much long left. We have 2 minutes 50. So drivers will be setting final laps soon, or maybe setting final laps now. Who knows? But welcome to all 11 of you watching to round 6 of season 6 for the Division 1 Formula V Championship. Oliveira has just crossed the line with a 2:03. I think there was a little bit of an incident along that lap with a few cars, which might have slowed down the pack a little bit, and also caused a few invalidations, but welcome all. I have a headache and a sore throat, so you're going to have to bear with that, sadly, but I hope everyone is having a fine and dandy day as we're going to get this qualifying action starting up very soon with 2 minutes left on the clock. Definitely should mean that we're going to see some very quick laps being pulled out by these drivers. Spa is a long lap to do. So everyone currently on an outlap needs to get off it in about the next 10 seconds if they want to have a shot at going round again. Some of the drivers might not have timed it as well as they would have hoped. Actually, no, that'd be alright, because they can come past at 0-0 and still set the lap. No, never mind. Ignore me. I'm just being me. I'm just being a washed commentator. There was an accident there, I think, with Mama Zelda in the wall. Lap setting, is there anything happening with the lap settings? For Ferrari, excuse me, coming across the line, taking a wide line out, obviously, making this lap invalid. That is a 6-7 minute lap time. I'm not one to judge, but that was a 7-minute lap time. Who's coming across now? Oliveira. Gonna actually go into the pits, actually. Interesting one. These cars might be coming into pit. Chris, though, gonna be staying out to put in another lap. 4 minutes. not the 6 minute we saw from Pink Eye. I hope that was a bug. Otherwise, he's had some really warm tyres on that lap. Jacobo on a 3 minutes. There's definitely incidents being caused now with the really warm tyres. You do get that here. You get the tyre warm that's very high, causes a lot of spinning on the track when those tyres get up to too much temperature, you know. Just Tomo there taking the line, going on the one final lap. Fraser Fishy takes fastest, dipping his toes into the 142s. It's a 142.946. I don't think we'll be seeing anything too redonky donk, as we don't have Troy's in here. Troy's being stepped in by Malma Zelda and Pink Eye. Two reserve. No, Pink Eye is full-time Div 1. No, Malma Zelda stepping in again, which I think, I don't know why. Hopefully Troy isn't ill or anything. The Monster finishes qualifying without saying a lap time. It is going to be one of the Hasses across the line first, though. There's been an incident on the track which may slow down a few drivers. Pink Eye going to be coming across the line now. Is it going to be putting anything to Fraser Fishy? Not really. It's a 143.188. Puts in P3, though. For now, there's a Ferrari and an Alpine. Alpine's going to come across the line. It's verified. Takes P13. The other Alpine's going to be coming across the line shortly. Victor, to see if he can now claim back the throne. Fraser Fishy's stolen off him. I don't think it's too likely, considering that we need a little bit more improvement. It's not. It's going to be a solid P2, though. It's going to be a Mercedes across the line next. I don't know which one. It was the Monsters AI. Ferrari of Jetpack Bar takes P8. Alfa Romeo next across the line. Josh Tomo probably. It is. Josh Tomo's going to stay P15. Still far back to Jacobo. Who was that jumping up a few positions? Mama Zelda takes P3 off his teammate RS Pink Eye. Oliver finishes P6. Jacobo's going to come across the line now, probably to finish 16th. Yep. Id's into the pit lane, and Rio is going to finish P5 because of an invalid lap. And that is going to be qualifying done, ladies and gents. I hope you are all satisfied. But I'm so sorry you have to deal with one commentator today. We are just going to wait for Ids to go into the pit lane. Oh, it started to rain. It started to rain in those closing minutes. Maybe some rain was catching out the drivers. I don't entirely know. Very strange. What happened there? And the ping's only just gone out. The ping has only just gone out. End my suffering. Why did the ping go out after qualifying? Jesus Christ. What kind of world do we live in that the ping goes out after qualifying? Anyway, your qualifying grid. Fraser Fishy, Victor, Mal, Mazel, the Pink Eye, Rio, Oliver, Ids, Jetpack, Evan, Neil, Final Flame, Oliveira, Chris, Verify, Josh, Tommy, Chucko, the Monster. That is P1 to P17, 17 drivers. Of 20 we have in Div 1 seats, with a few reserves in the mix today. Welcome all to a very late ping from the bot, and I apologize on behalf of AI for pinging you all so late. Welcome to the race now, as we have concluded qualifying. I hope you're all having a nice day, and it is just me today, sadly. And I do have a little bit of a headache and a little bit of a sore throat, so you'll have to bear with me on this one, guys. We will get through it, though, through some funny memes in chat and some good times on track, hopefully. So let's see what happens with the weather, because I have not been given a weather report by either of my weather reporters' news. So I'm very upset. And there is no formation lap, is there? So we're going to get straight into the thick of things. So, one light. No, there is a formation lap. I always forget. Wet race. Tread weather. Tread weather's here. Tread weather has shown up in the desperate time of need. Tread weather has shown up. Well, let's talk a little bit about strategies we're seeing at the minute. We've got Josh Tomo and Jacobo on softs, the rest across the grid on mediums. If it is true that we're going to have a wet race, then it is going to line up. I think it depends how quickly this rain comes. It could benefit the two Alfa Romeos here, but if it doesn't come quick enough, then it's going to definitely hinder some of the drivers. The predicted a zero stop. Oh, it's the sprint. This is a sprint race week. Oops, I forgot. I forgot it's a sprint. Oh my god, it's a sprint. It's a sprint. I forget. Oh, I forget. Welcome everybody to the sprint race. I even forgot. Welcome everyone. A shock to us all. We're going to have some more racing. So yes, welcome everybody. It's going to be a wet race, but it's going to be a dry sprint, I believe. Josh, Tom, and Jacob, I think they're going to get by on softs, which the predicted race strategy saying medium and hard, but softs might be able to do it, but they're going to have to do it very well, and I mean very well, and they're definitely going to need a safety car or two to help that. Tread weather coming in clutch. Yes, Treadweather coming in very clutch. There, thank you so much, Treadweather, for the foresight into the race. However, we do definitely have some sprint racing on our hands that I didn't realize we were going to have. We're going to have a sprint race. I didn't sign up for this, but I'm happy to have it. Like anyone who brought, it's like anyone who brought a Saturday ticket hoping for qualifying. I didn't sign up for a sprint race, but I'll take it. This is essentially what's happened here. We should get Tread Weather as the sponsor to the streams. I don't know how that will work. We can probably organize something, maybe. I'm going to have a horrible view off this sprint start. I will try and not replicate it for the race start. What's the best I can do? All these camera angles suck. I can get a long lead. 1, like 2, like 3, like 4, like 5. They're so far in the distance, you can't even see them. And we go green in Spa. Fraser Fishy getting a... Oh, actually, no. There's the neck and neck going into turn 1. Fraser Fishy down the inside line. They're going to get it 3 wide there, and a lot of squabbling. A lot of cars going wide there. I think I saw a Mercedes losing it in the back there. I think that was Chris going down. 4 positions. Rio gains 2 there at the start in that 3 wide turn 1 scenario. Up El Rouge and Radion down the main straight. This is where we'll see the first lot of overtakes. Of course, no DRS just yet. It's lap 1 of 8. Oliver gaining some mad positions. Although he's lost some mad positions because he's on a net gain right now. There's an incident. There is someone on the grass. I think it might have been Jacobo. The 2 Hasses are down 1 position each as Rio has managed to slide past both of them. There is a yellow flag. I believe we're all cleared up now. I'll start moving back a little bit. Oliveira making some mad moves off the start. Our highest position gainer, Oliveira, everybody, Evan, there getting past the AlphaTauri at the back. Same with Final Flame. They're all making light work of this AlphaTauri of IDS. I think it might be in an AI because IDS does keep leaving and rejoining. Evan, I think they're actually getting past Oliveira as well. Making him tied for the most positions gained. IDS losing positions, dropping like a fly because of some internet issues. Hopefully that all gets amended for the actual race. Of course, now that this is a sprint race, the sprint race will define the qualifying order for the race. I didn't realize this was a sprint weekend, and now I know that it's a sprint weekend, and now, yay. Few cars into the pit, Oliver and Niels Hendrick for some wing damage limitations. Of course, no mandatory pit stop needed in a sprint race. Here comes Verify on the Monster. What happened back there? I don't know, but Verify getting through on the Monster, going into El Rouge Radion. Does it pretty well. Oliver F1, no penalty so far. Approaching the rear end of IRS Pink Eye. Let's watch this a little bit. Give Oliver some screen time. I do like to give everyone a little bit of screen time. The two Hasses working in tandem. Although they do look a little bit feisty at the minute with one another. We'll definitely keep an eye on. It says I'm spectating Pink Eye, but I'm spectating Oliver. I do not know what is happening there. There we go. Let me just catch up with chat. It ghosted me. They're just, the chat's talking about chat things. Chat's talking about chat things, that's my conclusion. Usually I only read out when the chat addresses, like, stream. If they're, like, talking amongst themselves. If the chat's being their conglomerate, I will not expose the chat. Because the chat is being the chat, you know? The chat is like a person in this stream. You have 3 people in the comms booth. You have the commentator, the co-commentators, and then you have chat. Chat is very much crucial to these streams. If anything, Rio or Riot, I think I'm going to call him Rio, takes the fastest lap as DRS gets enabled for lap 3 of 8. It's going by very quick, but what you got to remember is Spa is a very long circuit. So the cars will do a mandatory distance, mandatory race distance, and that mandatory race distance is then split by 25. So, of course, Spa being the longest track on our calendar, it is very much a minimal lappage here. So 8 laps for a track like Austria, for a track like Spa, sorry, 25%. No, this is 50%. No, I don't remember. I don't know. But let's say a 50% race in Spa is 30 laps. A 50% race in Austria will be something around like 60 because of how many laps, how short Austria is compared to how long Belgium is. As the Monster there actually gets a fair bit of screen time out of that, so he won't be too sad about that. Formula V Season 6 Div 1 Belgium, sponsored by Treadweather. You might need to speak to the admins on that one. I don't think I could give you the permission to sponsor my streams like that, my guy. But yes, welcome everybody who have just joined us. We are amidst the sprint race, which I was not aware was happening, on round 6, Season 6, Division 1 Championship for Formula Virtual. I hope you're all having a great day, great evening, great morning. It is Fraser Fisher who leads us into lap 4. Victor P2, Rio P3, Mama Zelda P4, Pink Eye P5, Oliver P6, Evan, Final Flame, Jetpack take P7, 8, and 9. The Monster and his teammate Chris take P10 and 11. Verify P12, it's P13, Josh Tomo and Jacobo P14 and 15. Oliveira P16 and Niels Hendrick P17. The sprint positioning, however this does finish, will be the qualifying grid for the race afterwards, which I believe is only 25%, but I may be wrong. Can someone just check that for me? I am not sure, so could you just confirm or deny that? Where is they? Jacobo, 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings in a sprint race. Track limit penalties are a bad thing to get. I'm so sorry I'm moving so much. I'm so used to being a co-commentator and I can just look for the battles, but I gotta do that on stream, and I hope you understand. It's not as easy as it looks. Oliver F1 behind Mama Zelda and the 2 Hasses might get a little bit of a DRS boost. Of course, you don't get it very often. 2 DRS straights down the start finish and down the main straight being that big long one at the top of El Rouge. and Radion. So it will definitely show if there is any pace there. As long as it actually does get past Mamazoda while I'm blatantly waffling, we'll have DRS on Pink Eye. Actually, no, he won't. Excuse me. I'm doing awful today. How have I not been sacked yet? Pink Eye and Oliver will not be fighting, but Pink Eye and Rio will be fighting for P3. Hello, all 16 of you. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a great day. You join us on lap 5 of the sprint race around Spa-Francorchamps for round 6 of season 6 of the Div 1 Formula Virtual Championship. As we are now watching Pink Eye and Rio fight it out for P3. There are some other battles as Ids gets past Verify for P12. But it is so hard to watch all this while making sure you guys have a good view of everything, because I'm just going to end up jumping everywhere. Spectate Ferrari, they close battle. We aren't battling them. Flame is getting dragged by Flame. Flame is getting dragged by Flame. I'm so confused. Niels Hendrick, 3-second time penalty for multiple track limit warnings. We'll look at Ferrari, I guess. If the stream wants to see a Ferrari, I'm going to show them a Ferrari, because we only follow the Ferrari. As there's a yellow flag in Sector 3, I think it's a spinning car, or it's this train of cars moving incredibly slowly. I think it's a train of cars in front moving incredibly slowly. Jetpack is getting dragged by Flame. DRS train. DRS train, indeed. Good strategy over here by Ferrari. Never thought I'd be saying that sentence this year. Jetpack slings past their final Flame, definitely in some slingshot-esque, strategy-esque manner. Definitely was not putting up a fight there into bus stop. Definitely going to get the sling down the main straight with some overspeed. Lap 6 of as Final Flame is going to be approaching the rear end of Jetpack, is approaching the rear end of Evan. So this is what Ferrari are trying to fight for with their little slingshot tactic. But Final Flame under pressure by the Mercedes of the Monster. The Monster does get through Rio. 3-second time penalty for multiple track limit warnings. He's currently sitting where? P13. Oh, he was the one causing those yellow flags, probably. We let them battle on the agreement that if a mode... We let them battle on agreement that if a mode is made, you let them buy. No stupid stuff. I had to sneeze, sorry, but my brain has been fried after reading that, no offense. Jetpack fighting side by side with Evan. Jetpack is actually going to get past Evan. P1 incoming for Jetpack, allegedly. Me not realizing there's a sprint race, this could be on for him. I cannot type today, that is fine, my friend. I could not read today. Malmazelda is the next target for Jetpack, but Malmazelda 6 seconds out. Jetpack might have to settle for P6, but he ain't going to let it settle so easy, as there's a Mercedes and a Williams fighting behind, waiting to have a nip at Jetpack. It's all going to be in play. Lap 7 of 8. Fraser Fishy's led it all so far. Will that be changing anytime soon? We will find out. How are we P4? You're P4 because Oliver hasn't gotten a penalty yet. And he's doing a good job. Pass on my good word to Oliver, that well done for not getting a penalty. All luck, no skill, or all skill, no luck, who knows? I mean, hey, it's a wet race next. Anything can happen. Yes, stay tuned, guys. We do have a wet race after this. We aren't just doing an 8-lapper and leaving. That would be a little bit disservicing. There is going to be a wet railway, a wet spa is going to be... I just realized wet spa is going to take forever. Oh well! If my head explodes halfway through the stream, then I guess I'll die. Verify takes Rio for P11. I don't know what the point scoring is for the sprint. Malma Zelda has DNF on the penultimate lap. Has now lost out on some positioning and some points that they could have used because they'll be starting last for a wet race, and they will also be losing out on possible points in the sprint race. There is an Alfa Romeo of Jacopo spun in Sector 2 of Sector 3 transitional area, actually. Very, very unfortunate there, but it has not crashed out, unlike Malma Zelda. It's been pretty dominant by Fraser Fishy. I'm just looking down the grid for a few closer battles. Rio and Verify, we saw the pass earlier. Will they get a repassing? Who knows? I'll keep an eye on going up El Rouge Radion for the overspeed. Here we go. Rio actually trying to get a move done up El Rouge Radion with the overspeed. Going to be going down to the side of Verify. Through goes Rio. It wasn't as good as Here Comes Sebastian Vettel, but it's good enough. Rio picks up a 3-second time penalty though from over chat number warning, so Verify will be having that position right back. May not be now, but maybe at the end of the race, but he's gone and taken it now. Anyways, he said, screw your penalty, I want my position now. Jetpack there getting past the Williams, not really, nearly getting past the Williams, might have pulled it off. Isn't as actually he might here with the inside line through the chicane. They're still side by side. No, they're not. Jetpack bar does get the position done. In that very tight sector, it's all very close here. It's DNFing from the session, hitting into a wall. It's all very close here in this pack. But let me give a quick amen to Fraser Fishy. Congratulations as he comes across the line to win in the sprint in Belgium. Congratulations. And now this really tight fight here for P5, P6, Jetpack. Evan pushing right up to the line. It's going to be a drag race off the line. Who's got the better accelerational setup? It's going to be Evan taking P5 by 3/1000ths of a second from Jetpack. Wow, absolutely insane. Photo finish, but Evan does take that. And that mid-pack fight, it's then the Monster, Final Flame, and Chris all finishing relatively close. And we are now just waiting on the Hendrick. Oh, excuse me. Ferrari Strategic Masterclass. Didn't think I'd be saying that in 2022. To be fair, with floor damage, Jetpack did well. Well, he did stunning. Absolutely. I mean, with floor damage, I didn't even know that floor damage was like, wow. Congratulations. Jetpack bar definitely pulled off something that session. Fraser Fisher then takes P1, Victor P2, Pink Eye P3, Oliver P4 for Aston Martin. Great drive. P5, Evan in the Williams looking to bring this positioning back up towards the front, capitalizing on the fact that Troy A is not here. Jetpack P6, the Monster P7, Final Flame P8, Chris P9, Verify P10, Rio P11, Oliveira P12, Justomo P13, Nils Hendrick P14, it's P15, Jacobo P16, and Malma Zelda will be rounding off the grid P17, starting last in the feature race, or the Grand Prix. I forgot this was a sprint weekend, so welcome all, essentially 20 of you, to the actual race. So the ping went out after qualifying, and then I was like, oh, race time, don't worry about it. And then it was sprint time. But now it's actually wet race time. So welcome everybody to the showery skies of Spa, where we will be having our round 6, season 6 Division 1 championship for Formula Virtual occur. In these conditions as well, it's going to be a tricky one, so make sure you keep your eye out on your drivers and make sure not to lose the car in front of you through all of that spray. It should be an interesting run, but it's going to be a long one, I'm afraid. So, strategists, try and stay awake. Let's see what we can do. 15 seconds and let's go. Wet to inters possible. Almost no way for dries. Tread weather. Tread weather has updated us. Wet to inters is the strategy. If you heard that, strategist, you can now fall asleep. As we're going to go take our formation lap and we'll see how bad the spray is. Let's just check the tire strategy. Is full wet weather. You barely see them used now. Let's get an idea of conditions as we ride on board with Victor for the formation lap. I kind of want a car in the thick of things. How bad is spray? The spray, actually, isn't that bad. They're not really on the spray parts of the track yet, though. There's not really that much. There's like no spray. There's not any puddles. It just looks like a very greasy track. But the full wets are definitely helping with that. They're definitely helping with reduced spray. If you move on to the inters, there'll definitely be a lot more spray. Check jetpack. Oh, there's been a few disqualifications. Jetpack bar. Do I not see spray? I might not be able to see it. There's a little bit through pull-on, but I don't think I see it at the full level the drivers see it. There is definitely spray though, I do see some. Oh, jetpack. There's definitely spray coming off that Williams in front, but I think it is just me, like my spectator view, it's not showing me the full spray. Because like jetpack also loses like the droplets on the screen as well. Oh, Fraser Fishy, I'll tell you who won't be having any spray. Fraser Fishy, unless he gets done in at the start, but we'll find out very shortly. Very long formation lap. We have 22 laps of Spa. I just about managed 8. Let's see how the hell I'm gonna cope with 22. This might be Baku Part 2. I pray for no safety cars. Let's see. What can go wrong here? Not a lot. I would quote something, but I don't think I'm allowed to. In simple man's terms, let's go bowling. As we're gonna have 1 light, 2 light, 3 light, 4 light, 5. I'm gonna have to watch from the cockpit of Fraser Fishy, and we go green in Belgium for the main race, the main event. Victor not getting as good as a pull-off last time as he did. Fraser Fishy inside line. He's actually going to lose out to IRS Pink Eye. Is he? No. He's actually kept the position there, has Victor. There are lots of cars straying wide. It's also very slow. We've lost a car already of Jacobo. I do not know the circumstances, but very unfortunate. Already, we know it's a very greasy track. Jetpack bar, 5-second time penalty for cutting a corner and gaining 2 positions. Very unlucky for all the Jacobo Jetpack fans in the chat. As Pink Eye sort of weaving there, but hitting a drift down the downhill braking corner. Absolute mad one. He's lost, easy pen removed. I am sad. All the Jetpack fans are sad. Welcome all 12 of you to what to be a very slow paced, but hopefully a very exciting race of a wet Belgium for round 6, the season 6, Division 1 championship for Formula Virtual. For the YouTube recording, the reason why I have to say this so much is because people are joining the stream. And this is for you guys, this looks like it's all been pre-recorded. It's not. This is all recorded live on Twitch, as I said earlier on in the stream. Well, in the recording for you guys on YouTube, but the Mercedes dropping some places here of Chris after running wide. That is gonna be a safety car. Yep. No, it's a VSC. I think. I'm not see. Oh no, full course safety. VSC to full course. Oh, well, everyone, welcome to safety car number 1 on lap 2 of 22. Verify GG. Where's... Oh my god, Verify is up 6 positions. Verify is the GOAT. If you were here in my little pre-stream rant, Verify was proclaiming he was the GOAT. Maybe he is. Currently up in P4, supporting his teammate in P2. Alpine doing pretty well. How was everyone's day? How are we all, chat? I wish to talk to you as a governing body. I'm going to grab a glass of water quickly because my throat's actually killing me. So, give me 30 seconds. I return with liquid that I can drink to make my throat feel better. We are still on the safety car, right? Yeah, we always have to serve 1 lap on the safety car. Cameron, why? Oh, that's a strong drink, I'm sorry. I put the drink down and then I started talking, but then... Oh, it came back and bit me. Cameron, why aren't you prepared with a drink, you say? I'm never prepared. Like, just live things how they are, you know? Like, yeah, I try and be professional, but, like, you get nowhere without a little bit of, like, improvisation, a little bit of homebrew, a little bit of, make stuff up as you go, a little bit of, like, yeah, improv, really. It's like, if it's here and I'm just like, if I'm reading off a script to you guys, it just like, it's not the same, is it? It's like, if I was sat here reading off a script that I was made to read, it just doesn't feel natural. It doesn't relate. I feel like doing comms is like, you want to make people relate. You want to make people feel like they're there. You want to try and like, okay, it's not an act of read a script. It's an act of improvisation. It's an act of how like good your language is and how you can get people engaged. It's an art form, and yeah, and in art forms, music, drama, you have improv, and this is all improv, and it's also a good time to take a drink. That is my ethics and views on commentating. Thank you so much for listening to my TED Talk. Technically, we haven't even served a lap on the safety car. They're going to get a free banker lap. There's people on Inters. Excuse you? So there is. They're dead. Let's see if they're spraying as bad as they said they would be. I mean, they are under safety car, so it is very much like a little less spray, but Aston Martin safety car. What about it? I don't remember what safety car Matthew likes. I don't remember if it's the Aston Martin one or I don't remember if it's Aston Martin or if it's Mercedes, yeah, the Inters are sliding. I don't know if they're spraying, but they're definitely... Oh, and they are spraying as well. A lot more than the wets were, I'll say that. And safety cars in this lap. I don't know how they've managed to scam that, but they have. So we'll be heading on to lap 4 on the safety car restart. Believe it or not, we haven't even hit 10 yet. We're not even halfway through the race. I did warn you all, it was going to be a long one. 5-second penalty for Josh Tomo. Severe collision with Rio. Won't be very good for the Channel 5 weatherman. Just saying. Definitely not doing well there. He's up 5 positions, so the soft strategy didn't work in the sprint. That was what I was trying to say. Sorry, my mind went blank. Fraser Fisher hasn't gone yet. I think he's going to go literally right at the line. He does. Catches Victor Nappin. Verify goes up into P3. Alpine 2-3 at the minute. Good result for Alpine. Let's see what happens. Verify, of course, commentator last week for Canada, as he despises the track. Seems to be enjoying himself right now out in Belgium. I don't know what has come over him since the last race, but he definitely needed that race off, because he's now going faster than Victor down the main straight, and he's now into P2. Fraser Fisher with a quite sustainable gap, but definitely could be argued that Verify could go all the way here, and he's actually gaining, which I don't know. He is gaining. How is he gaining? Okay, no, he's no. Wait, I'm so lost. Verify, what is Verify doing? Let's take a break off Verify for 30 seconds. Oliver under threat from IRS Pink Eye and Josh Tomo behind. It's still side by side, but Oliver's made it work. Mostly made it work, I should say. As he's going to pull in front for the chicane, it's now Josh Tomo versus Pink Eye. And Josh Tomo might capitalize and slide on through here, which I think he actually has. He slid on through the cracks, and he's going to slot in right in between them through that corner there. What is happening with Verify? What is Verify on? Verify, this is not Verify, this is Verify's older brother driving. What is going on here? How is Verify gaining to Fraser Fisher? He was in DRS at one point. He's losing it a bit down the straights, but definitely through Sector 1 and Sector 2, he's gaining time. If he can just pull something off in these high-speed sectors. Verify's gone fastest. What is happening with Verify? What is my man cooking? I cannot smell what Verify is cooking. Like, I could smell what The Rock is cooking, but I cannot smell what Verify is currently cooking up in his kitchen of pace. Pure pace is probably what he is cooking. He's now cooking pure drag. As IRS Pink Eye's out the session up El Rouge, it's another full course safety car, which will help Verify out, or it might screw him over. Who knows? But Verify on some smoke on that restart. Up 8 positions as well, tied for the most gain with Josh Tomo. Well, the most lost currently goes to the Monster in P14. Actually, it's IRS Pink Eye in P16, but that's because he's crashed. So, sheesh, what is happening today? Helium Hamster hits the lol button. Welcome all 15 of you to this safety car period of the main race. Standout note so far, Fraser Fishy's still leading after winning the sprint. Verify manages to climb up to P2 with a pretty solid drive. Victor, his teammate, is currently sitting P3. We've had 2 DNFs of Chris and Pink Eye so far. This is our second safety car. So I hope you're all enjoying that little brief up. I got nothing to talk about. This may be a niche question, but does anyone in chat have homework they need to do? That they need help with? Believe it or not, one time under safety car, I did someone's homework, but I do notice that some cars are coming in off wets or onto new wets. I don't know. But everyone's in minus Final Flame, who will inherit P1. Intermediates. It's all intermediates now. Everyone's on inters. So those who are already on inters, Fraser Fishy, Mama Zelda gets a 5-second time penalty for that. Definitely needed. Very unlucky for Fraser Fishy to get caught up in that. Especially under a safety car where you can pass. But yes, very unlucky. I'm trying to think. Yeah, no, the Inters runners are now definitely in a better position, unless your Mama Zelda. The Monster and Ids have had their luck turn around. Final Flame, the only one on wets. Is the spray that bad, though? Is the track drying? Can we get a tread weather report? I summoned the tread weather to send me a report of the happenings on down in the pit lane. Is it time for Inters? Oh, that's strong. Drying, 10 minutes of rain expected, crossover, both tyres similar. Okay, thank you so much. It is crossover period. So it definitely is time for the Inters. They have similar pace. Where has Verify is actually still P2 in all this after those pit stops, and if pace is similar, hold on. I'm not doing flame strats, but I know them because me and Obscure work closely. Okay. Thank you, Treadweather. So the pace is similar, so maybe not be as effective as I thought off the start for Verify and Final Flame. But if the track does dry out enough by the time we get going again, Verify could be in a good position here to snag first after a pit stop masterclass, sort of. I don't know. It's hard to call Mama Zelda into pits for probably a front wing change and some new winters. What is Flame doing? I'm trying to think. Why would he stay out on the wets? It's a crossover period. Unless he's worried about the Inters' durability, but the Inters can go for a long time, especially when they turn slow intermediates. Slow intermediates, for those who don't know, collision there, end plate flying off. For those who do not know, slow intermediates is not a term I made up, but it is a term which I have slightly adapted. Slow intermediates is where, essentially, due to the wear down on the intermediates, over the time of racing, when the track dries up, as the track gets drier from the cars running on it, the cars, intermediate tyres, their tread wears down, and by the time the track is dry, the tyres of the intermediates have no tread, therefore they are just really, really good, like, for like a semi-wet track, Slick tire, also known as the Slint Intermediate. So when I start talking about, it's Slint Intermediate weather, it usually means it's a crossover from slicks to wets. Slicks to intermediate, sorry. So, yeah. Me and Tread is like bread and butter. We work so well, especially concerning bad strategies. I don't know if that's good or if that's bad, but I'm gonna assume that might not be good. But yes, intermediate term I've slightly adapted. But I'm praying. Praying is not what we should be doing. It should be cool, calm, and calculated. I think if your strategist is praying, something's going wrong. Excuse me. Anywho, we're gonna get going shortly. I'm praying for the light that is sun. I can start playing "Here Comes the Sun" by the Beatles. Listen, if you want the sun to come out, start playing "Here Comes the Sun" by the Beatles. It will definitely make the sun appear. Final flame is gonna get going as we go green. Verify has DRS distance, but no DRS to work with as it stands. But if that gap can be maintained, then that will be beneficial. I think the wets may be ever so slightly faster, but we will find out as I get a cockpit view. It looks like the wets may be slightly faster for now, but I think that will change very soon as we are in the suspected crossover period. Mama Zelda has gone around, has not retired. Yes, Hendrick gets a 3-second time penalty for multiple track limit warnings. 3-second time penalties for those who are new do not have to be served in the pit lane. 5 seconds do have to be served in the pit lane. Niels Hendrick loses out on a position there. I'm just trying to keep a little bit of an eye on Niels Hendrick losing out on another position there. I think there may be some issues there with connection again. Victor, teammate to verify, falling down a few positions after that safety car kerfuffle, but is managing to do it. Jetpack has retired in a wall. It's another safety car. I'm going to cry. Safety car 3. You know what? I'm not even upset. I've been through worse. I've been through worse races. I've been through way worse races than this. Why am I crying over this? Why am I crying over this? I've been through a worse. My brain should be hardwired to not go to the intent of sadness that was Baku. I'm fine. I am not gonna cry over this. I'm not gonna start shouting and yelling and making a petition that spars an awful track, because that only leads to anger, and anger leads to hate, and hate leads to despair, and that all leads to the dark side. But yes, this might be Baku 2, but I'm not going to treat it like it's Baku 2. As I said, me and Tread, good at bad strategies. Getting PTSD from Baku, are we? I'm not... Oh my god. Of course you show up when I start talking about Baku, Aiden. You always know. He always knows when I start talking about Baku. He always knows when the B word comes up, he just knows when I start talking about it. I'm not getting flashbacks. I'm stronger than that. I'm stronger than this. I'm stronger, and I know that I've gone through worse experiences. I've gone through worse experiences than this. Actually, a wet Baku with many safety cars might be... Is it worse than a... No, Baku's a horrible track. No, I've gone through worse. I've gone through worse. I've gone through worse. The first stage of grief is denial. This might just be the... I might just start... this might be the 5 stages of grief. Wait, no, I am getting PTSD. I was alone for Baku as well. No. God's sake, no. Now Evans retired. 5-second time penalty for severe collision with Jacobo. Oh no. Oh no. I've gone through worse. I have gone through worse. I've gone through worse. Baku was 100% worse. Undoubtedly worse. Why when I start getting Baku PTSD, does the viewership spike? Why? Why when I start having an existential crisis / mental breakdown, do the viewers all be like, oh yeah, we'll start watching. We'll watch this commentator have a mental breakdown. Oh, I'm fine. I am fine. I am perfectly fine. This cannot be any worse than Baku. Baku was so much worse. I'm praying for the sun god right now. I'm stronger than this. May he bless Ferrari. Oh my god, I need help. Lock me up in a mental asylum. Take me away. Take me away. I don't belong in this world. I've seen things that I should... Why? It's in P3! Like, yeah, go on it! But, like, how is he in P3? Stop talking about him. Stop talking about the monster. Stop it. The monster isn't doing well. The monster's down 4 positions. If the monster was doing well, he'll be up about 10. Or running in the podium. No offense to monster. I don't want to put another curse on you, my friend. Aiden really is trying to give me PTSD, and I just gotta block out the haters, and the haters is Baku. The entirety of Baku is the haters. I'm so getting fired after this race. You guys don't understand. I was told to never bring up Baku again. This is how I get fired. Then so be it. I hope the safety car's in this lap, or is it not? Is it? The safety car is in this lap, good. Who is that who crashed or left or something or rejoined? I don't know. How long until the next safety car? I don't know. I haven't seen DRS in so long. I just want my DRS back. Good news, we're nearly half race distance. We actually are going to be half race distance when we cross the line next. Which is good. And the viewers have peaked again. Welcome everyone to the end of the 3rd safety car. Lap 10 of 22 hasn't come any faster than we were expecting in a wet Baku. Wet Belgium. We are going to get going as Final Flame is going to start us off again. Verify, raring and ready to go on the behind. Final Flame could have used that safety car as an opportunity to get off those wet tyres, did not. I think those intermediates are definitely going to be faster now. So I think Verify is going to have the run out up into El Rouge Radion and on exit. Are we going to have the moment? Ooh, and here comes Verify. Down the main straight, gonna go side by side with Final Flame. Gonna go into the braking zone of the chicane. And Verify goes through minimal effort, just over speed. Ended the third safety car, and there's 11 left. Bro's getting flashback PTSD. I am. Those are the tyres. Final Flame still on 10 lap old wets. Everyone else on inters, 4 to 5 laps. The Monster on 2 laps as he is now down in P13. You jinxed him, Aiden. Oh, screw you, man. You jinxed him. Oliver running P4 actually. His teammate, his own team principal, didn't believe in him. He was like, it's a wet race, we're screwed. And here he is, proving his team principal wrong, currently sat in P4, behind ID's Final Flame and Verify. He has just picked up his first penalty, however. He's just picked up his first penalty. Keep those penalties down to a minimum, Mr. Oliver, sir. ID's and Final Flame are actually fighting out here. I'm trying to keep my eyes a little bit further back on the grid. But this is all the big club are fighting. Ferrari and Oliver fighting now. Gets shoved out in bus stop. Gonna go stick it down the inside. It's gonna be the Ferrari that keeps it. That Ferrari really crumbling. Look at all the cars behind. Nipping to get past. As an Aston Martin moves up into the podium positions. And who's this Victor on the decline? In the other Alpine. It always seems that one Alpine does really well and the other one does really bad, and it alternates each week. Tell Flame to hold everyone up. Jacobo, 3 second time running multiple track number 1. Jacobo actually running quite high up. Up 11 positions. Go on, Jacobo. Could we see another surprise win from Jacobo? We saw it once in Saudi Arabia. Will we see it again? Is also up 13 positions. We're having some very unlikely high runners today. And I ain't complaining. I love races where this happens. 4 second... What? 4 second lead. Jesus Christ! He does! Verify, I don't know what he's had today, but God, he's had his Weetabix. He is on some smoke. Verify is doing some mad happenings. And I don't know what he's doing, but he should do this every week. Whatever he's done today, memorize it, write it down, and that is now your new Saturday routine. Whether you like it or not. Speaking of an Alpine, he goes through his teammate on Jacobo. As Jacobo goes down a few positions. Not gonna lie, me and Checo are just taking the... I can't say that word out of him and Aston Martin chat. Verify needs to bin it. Come on, Aston. Sorry, Verify. Must have had some of that bot-ass porridge. And screw the commentator, he's rigged this race for Aston. I haven't rigged anything. Man, I just watched the thing. I watched the thing happen. I get PTSD. Aston Martin actually, like, Oliver, he usually gets a metric ton of penalties, but he's only gotten 1 so far. And that may or may not be because we've been behind safety cars the whole time. But he's actually done alright for himself. Like, just these little, like, I know little, like, things about every driver. Whenever I see them, like, improve, it's like, who is it? I forget who. But, like, one of the drivers always spins out. Oh, no, Sandstorm. Sandstorm always spins out. like early on in the race, but like well, later on when he goes through the same corners and doesn't spin, I'm like, yay, go Sandstorm. Like it just shows like the nature of F1. It shows it really well. It just shows the like how drivers like adapt and like just like human nature, and it's just so cool to me, you know. Why is Final Flame on mediums? I'm talking about the beauty of humans, and then someone thought it was a bright idea to go on mediums. God's sake, verify. God's sake, Final Flame. He's gonna spin in poo on, isn't he? He hasn't actually. Fair play. You know what? I'm not gonna diss him. Fair play. If he spins out, we'll know. Ferrari master bad plan inbound. Check tire. Bruh, man, you've jinxed Oliver's race. He made the call, not me. The Ferrari strategy. Asian Jones. I have noticed that Oliver started to pick up penalties at an alarming rate. Oliver, please stop. I know you're in the stream sometimes. Please. You were doing so well. Here comes, wait, who is it? Rio and maybe Mama Zelda. Never mind, they both gave up. Mama Zelda got through on Rio, which I did not see happening there. Lap 14 of 22. We're nearly there, guys. We're nearly there. I'm gonna take another swig of my drink because God, it's strong. It'll make me forget. Oh, that woke me up. It's not alcohol, it's not wine, it's not anything bad. It is just insanely strong blackcurrant squash, because that is how I stay awake during commentating sessions, especially this late into the night. Honestly, underrated, like, mad, like, if you need to stay up, I don't recommend it because it's like insanely unhealthy. Like the amount of sugar and stuff. Oliver loses out on Fraser Fishy, by the way. Just to keep you updated on the race. Never mind. He's trying to hold it. He's trying to hold it into bus stop. He's held it into the pit lane. Oh, wait, why are we in the pit lane? Why is everyone in the pit lane? I think it's Dries. The monster's gone onto... Yeah, it's Dries. It's Dries. Verify onto Dries. Oliveira's still out on Inters, though. Maybe he's gone for Slint... No, they won't be still intermediates by 9 laps. Oliver has damage, by the way. Thank you. No way they're still intermediates. Verify's back down to P2, but Oliveira... with nowhere near still intermediates, but it might still be wet enough for him to pull something. Oliver gets a 5-second time penalty for crossing the pit lane exit white line. Hello, darkness, my old friend. I want to talk with you again. Because my vision's softly creeping. Bro, Aston needs to dip. I don't know what that means, but the chat said it, so it must be something. Verify has slowed down on the pace. I think it's just because of that medium tire. Never mind. He's back on it. He's back on the pace. He's back on it. He's gonna close that gap up, probably, maybe. Who knows? That's something I haven't seen in about 15 laps. I haven't seen DRS in so long, buddy. Boy, DRS, thank you for appearing. Rio, what's happening with you, huh? Oh my god, it's the one that the woman's talking about suicide. Whoa, 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 careful. Live. I'm actually going to buy F122 and drive and carry my whole team myself. Show pens quickly. Yes, I will. Final Flame has gone fastest on the medium compound tire. Penalties. Here you go. 3 seconds. Just come 3 seconds now. Hendrick. 11 seconds. Oliver. 11 seconds. Rio. 3 seconds. Jacobo. What has happened? And how has Verify gone back into P1? He can't keep getting away with this. Someone stop him! Oliveira's on. So what is happening? What happened to who was in front of Verify? Final Flame? No, it wasn't Final Flame. Who was it? Who was it? Niels Hendrick. What happened? What happened? He pitted. Oh, he pitted. Okay, that's fine. I'm like confusion. Excuse me. I just need to take a chill pill, but I don't have any. I'm out of chill pills. I've consumed all my chill pills. Verify's gone fastest. What is this? Fraser Fishy's gone fastest, actually. We might return to some sense of normality. That's not me saying that I don't want Verify to win. If Verify wins, it's deserved. Oliver has the fastest... Okay, he had the fastest lap. His team doesn't believe in him. His team doesn't believe in him, but he believes in himself, and he's just said, I don't need my team, because my team doesn't believe in me, and my team... are haters, and I'm gonna dab on that, and he gets another 3-second time penalty. Oh, Oliver, it was all so well, and then it wasn't. What happened? It's actually, I talked about him a little bit, I haven't talked about it too much. Cracker of a race. He's been up, down, up, but he's ended up 12 positions up, P3 currently on the podium. This could be a really nice podium, you know, and I hope they're all up for interviews, because interviewing a podium like this would be lovely to do, and I know Verify will want a good old chinwag, because he's Verify, he will want a chinwag, and there's a yellow flag, it's a Mercedes, it's the monster, down into unlucky P13, yellow flag, it hits the monster again. Why do I look? Why did I look? The midfield's sort of been popping off a little bit, but I just haven't been paying attention to it, really. Like, the midfield's been doing bits, especially in the sprint, and the monster's gone again. He'll be back. Maybe. Fraser Fishy goes fastest. Oliveira on Eads. Oliveira actually up 9 positions as well. Same with Mama Zelda. And a lot of drivers having a lot of good races. And it's nice to see like a different driver win it, you know? The monster is still spinning. The monster might get lapped. So unlucky for the monster. Very unlucky. Unless he's just doing donuts. Is he just like stationary? Or is he like stuck? What's happening with the monster, eh? I think Bono, the tyres are gone. I think that's what's happened. Oh, yeah, Bono, the tyres have gone. I don't... What's he doing? Is he just waiting for the cars to pass? This is a unique POV. Thank you. It looks like I have like a camera set up on the side of the track. Careful. Oh, he's come out like completely lapped. Anyway, back to the race. It's lap 19 or 22. Verifies in the lead. Fraser Fishy's catching. This could be a fight to the line, and I do like that idea. But it's a double McLaren podium at the minute. Oliveira back up there. I don't remember what season Oliveira was like cracked, but everyone's like, oh, season blank Oliveira, he's returned. As Fraser Fishy takes the position off Verify after a decent comeback drive after that wet period. He's now just got to keep a hold of it. Definitely clutching up with the sun dance. Definitely needed that. But Verify's still going to put a fight down. It looks like going down towards Puon. Has the monster retired in the pit lane? He has retired in the pit lane. Very sad to see the monster retire. How is that a safety car? How is that a safety car? Was he not in the pit lane? Did he not retire in the pit lane? I don't think he retired in the pit lane. Or maybe he initiated the pit lane thing, but then he instantly retired. It took him like out the pit lane and then retired him. But we're in VSC now. I know it's a VSC. I know it's a VSC. But still, how? Why? This could actually help Verify out if it's out of a corner. Where would be the best place for this VSC to end for Verify? I don't know. Where would Verify want this VSC to end? Yellow flags. Thing is, they got rid of the bit at the top which says VSC ending. They've never actually patched this. They did used to have a VSC, a safety car graphic, and I've seen it, but they never patched it in. As DRS is back enabled and we go racing for the final 2 laps of the Grand Prix. Well, 3 if you count this one. Verify has been gapped, and I think this will not be the Verify dub that I made it out to be, but he has still done amazingly nonetheless. Ids has also done amazingly up into P4. Shame he isn't on the podium. Oliver was doing amazingly and then crumbled. Jacobo was doing amazingly at one point as well. All these drivers that you don't really get a chance to see up the front really did shine today, and I'm so happy they did. It's always nice to see a new driver come up, you know. At least Ferrari had some laps this season. I have archived my season target already. Wait, at least Ferrari led some laps for some. I've achieved my season target. Okay. I misread all of that. Fraser Fishy will outpace Verify. I think that's how this will go. There's actually a little bit of a fight back here between Ids and Oliveira. Let's give it a little bit of a look-see. Actually, we'll look at Josh Tomo. Going down the main straight, maybe. Oh, I don't know how Mamazona's got DRS, but Mamazona does have DRS. Oh, guys, shush! I can't read! I'm gonna just wake myself up again. I'm awake. Oh, it tastes like medicine. The hell was that straight line speed? I don't know. I don't know what straight line speed where. Who, where, when, and how? Good questions. I don't know. I think that was it, or someone picking up a penalty. No, it was Neil was picking up a penalty. That was who. Sector 2. There's a car gone. It's Oliver. Oliver has gone in Sector 2 right before Puon. Alpha, Aston Martin, heartbreak. I'm so gutted for real. Hey, the monster's here! Ferrari in the mud, thank God I didn't sign there. Now we're goated. I'm so goated for real. That laps this season. Verify had so much downforce. Yeah, he did. And it helped him. Verify had a lot of downforce. It helped him in the wet. But now that it's dry, he's definitely suffered because of it. He will... Oh, and Ids actually has gone back on Oliveira. This could be a surprise podium. With loads of guys going into the final lap. Is there anyone else? Jacobo, let's see it. Let's see what you got on that Ferrari. Their lights are blinking. Final flame. Can Jacobo go around the outside? Go the long way around. Gonna go lunge down the inside for the forward corner. And he has a little bit of an oversteer moment out the chicane. Can't get anything done, can Jacobo? He's still got a lap to go, though. Let's see what he can do. Let's see what he can do. Let's take it back to the front. Only I could have major wing damage and a puncture. God's sake, the monster. Ferrari Masterclass points being achieved. Yes, points for Ferrari. Yes, Final Flame gets, I think, 2 points. But it's points. It's points for Aston Martin, points for Ferrari. It is good for cause all of the penalties. Final Flame win with the Ferrari strategy. Show penalties, check penalties, show penalties. Okay, lads, only one of you needs to tell me. Jesus Christ. Here's your penalties quickly. We can calculate them. I gotta watch Fraser Fishy. Take the checkered flag. Here we go. Fraser Fishy, not only did he win the sprint, he takes the checkered flag again to win the feature. Congratulations, Fraser Fishy. It's going to go down to the line between Ids and Verify. Verify just getting it, though. Very close there. Not as close as it was between, I don't remember who it was on the sprint, but it's very close. 5 seconds for an unserved penalty for Rio. We'll recap the grid because there's so many penalties, and I don't know who's going where. And I think Oliver's actually going to end up last. So Final Flame's going to be promoted a position or 2. Actually, no he won't, because he's got 3. We will recap the grid. Ids, driver of the day. Yes, he did pretty well. He did very well, in fact. He made up the most positions. Kept it consistent through the wet and the dry. Great drive from him. I'm going to see if I can add Ids and Fraser and Verify. I know Verify will be up for a good chin wag. But Ids... but yes, here we go. Here is Fraser Fisher taking the trophy. I'm going to be spraying the champagne, all that normal stuff. You know, just normal happenings for them. Although, I say a relatively surprising podium with... Never mind, Ids is not on the podium. And Ids, oops. Victor was on the podium. It was Victor. Oops. If Ids joins, actually, can I remove Ids? Hold on. Hello, Fraser. I made a mistake.
Don't worry.
I added someone who I added Ids, but Ids got demoted from the podium on penalties. So how do I fix this? I go on here and go on here. No. And go on here. And go on here. And go. Oh. And then go like this. There. Hold on. Let me read the results quickly before they disappear. Fraser Fishy P1, congratulations. That's for the weekend. I want the race. Fraser takes P1. Verify takes P2. Id's P3. No, Id's is P3. Oops. Oliver P4. Victor P5. Niels P6. Josh Thomas P7. Mama Zelda P8. Rio P9. Oliver P10. Final Flame Jacobo. I forgot the rest. I'm so sorry. I added the. I am having a mare today. I'm having a mare. Lads, help me. Who was it? I forgot. Who came third? I'll remember when I see their name, but they probably wouldn't join. It's. I remember. Where is he? It's. There. I knew you two would be up for a good chin wag, but I didn't know if anyone else would be. Hello lads. We'll give Ids a moment, but I think he may be confused because I added him and then removed him and then added him. Verify, what are you doing here? Sorry, what? I had to say that.
What do you mean?
Why? How are you in here? This is only for podium finishers. Did you finish?
How am I on here on wet setup? You know, baffles me.
Maybe.
Wet setup.
Like
what can I say?
3 seconds slower on the straight, but apart from that.
Yeah.
Oh, did the stream crash?
There was people 1.5 seconds behind me, and you just went. Bye.
Okay. We will start with you then, Verify, since I've already initiated conversation. Congratulations, P2 in the feature. I don't know where you came in the sprint, but you were up. Yeah, I was going to say you're up like 9 positions, so you did great drive. I know you ran a higher downforce setup for improved wet performance. Definitely dropped off in the dry. That's just from my observation. I don't know if that is the truth. You'll have to tell me if I'm right or wrong. But how was your race?
Well, thankfully it was wet. I needed it to be wet for just a little bit more longer. Then you never know, I might have got the win. But
yeah.
Overall, I'm happy with a gamble I made. Coming in, starting to go on the wets, and then here I am. Managed to hold out.
Yeah, I mean...
Got very scary at the end there.
Yeah, I was about to say, definitely right at the
end. But thank God for my setup, that pulled me through that.
Yeah. Straight line speed is definitely helping there. I mean, Alpine, I don't know if it's your first podium or not, but Alpine podium.
No, it's first.
Yeah, I don't know, but you're up here. You did a great drive. Other people with a great drive who isn't here. Id's great drive from him up the most positions.
I'm on this podium on a wet setup. Can let that sink in.
You are on a podium with a wet setup, but it was a wet race.
Yes, but a dry at the end, and dry for the majority of the race as well, of the racing laps.
Yeah, but the safety car. Don't get me started. I had Baku flashbacks. I started crying and then just said, I'm better than this. Anyway. No. Congratulations, Verify. This will definitely help Alpine out constructors-wise and definitely you individually-wise. I don't remember it off the top of my head, so I'm not even going to try and predict anything. But no. Congratulations on your P2. Any words for the stream?
Mferg, your team is trash.
I don't think he's in the chat.
Yeah.
But if he is, there you go. Oh,
where are Williams? Where are Williams? Okay. Right. Congratulations, Fraser. You're just faster than me. Only just.
I think it was about
only by a second on the straight, but you know.
I think it was about 2 seconds.
Yes.
Anyway,
2 seconds
Right.
on the straight line.
Speaking of Fraser, hello Fraser. I mean, no Troye to combat with this week, blessing or not. You ended up on but did you? I think you ended up on pole, and then you won the sprint, and then you won the feature. 1, 2, 3, you damn tripled up. Absolutely smashing weekend. How was it?
Can't really put into words, man. Just really happy, to be fair. I mean, game pole was... I was going into it, because obviously Troy wasn't here, so... The goal was to put it on pole, get my first pole. Let alone, not even thinking at that time about any wins or anything. Just trying to get a pole position, which I obviously managed to do, which was good. But then I knew just if I was able to get first into turn 1, hopefully be able to use my 0-0 wings down to turn 1.
0-0 wings!
Yeah.
Hold on!
Down the upper rouge and down the straight, which
Oh my
actually
god.
really helped.
You know what? Someone did say, what is that overspeed from Fraser at one point? And I was like, I wasn't paying attention at the time. But now that you've said 0-0 wings, how did you lost in the wet?
Or I changed it to 2-0, but then on the MFD I just changed it back down to 2-0 when the dries came out. Which was really
My wings were 22 and 28.
good. Was it not 50-50?
No. Yeah. Not to button, but yeah.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
yeah, happy with it.
yeah, I mean, no. Smashed it as... I did say, I think relatively to the start of the stream, I said, Troy in here, Fraser Fishy's gotten the dub. I think that's essentially what I said, but then someone told me it was a wet race, and I was like, I like wet races because it means that we get some new people or people who are less frequently up here, and we did, but you still managed to show up, so I mean, you definitely put the performance in. Yeah,
It was kind of chaotic though, because in the race I came out the pit lane and just got taken out. I think someone spun into me, and so I came out round 3rd but got hit in. So
Oh, I don't... Someone else had that as well, with Mama
I need to look
Zelda.
back at that. But we'll see.
Unless that was you with Mama Zelda, I don't remember.
I think it was, yeah, I think it was a Haas. I
Someone
think
got
he was trying to get past me, but must have spun.
someone
took me
got hit out the pit lane, and I saw it on the stream, and I was like, ooh, that's definitely a 5er, and then the 5 seconds came through. And I was
If
like,
if I didn't get any if I got damage there, that would have been probably my race over. But luckily, I don't know how I didn't get damage. Safety, really.
yeah, fair enough. Any messages for the stream, Fraser?
What was I say? Thank you to my McLaren team, Velocity and Bernardo. Great party chat. Great team. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
so
pretty much it.
yeah, I mean, I think it is your first dub of this season.
Yeah.
I would assume after I think Troy's won all the ones he's taken part in, so I think
Yeah.
that sounds about right.
Yeah.
So yeah, congrats. I mean, go celebrate. I mean, helps you out in the constructors with, and with the drivers as well. It was looking at a 1-2 McLaren at one point, wasn't it, or a 2-3 at least.
Yeah. It was tough for Bernardo because he didn't have any more medium, so he had to go on softs.
And then
But-
it was also an Alpine 1-2 or a 2-3 at one point as well, wasn't it? Verify.
I think so.
It was. But
I
yeah,
didn't,
no.
I didn't see anything. Just he was up there. But I
Didn't see anything too far out the front.
Okay. Give this man one chance at Spotlight and he will take it.
I enjoyed my 6-second gap lead.
enjoy it while it lasted.
Yeah, I loved it.
Right, I'm gonna have to get Sir Talks a lot out my comms booth now.
Yeah.
Thank you, lads. Great drives from the both of you, and Ids as well, who isn't here. Competitive driving, not too bad. A little less safety cars next time, please. But other than that, brilliant.
Cheers.
You lads are free to go.
Thanks, boys.
See ya. And that's gonna conclude us for round 6, a long round 6. And I know I'm going to bed after this. because I'm incredibly tired. So yes, thank you all. We're gonna be on break next week. I believe. Let me just check before I start saying stuff that doesn't exist. Calendar. There it is. Yes, we are going to be on a break week for Christmas. I think it's a double break week. I don't know. Might be. Yes, I think it's a double break week. And then we will be back for Singapore on the 7th. Ooh, I don't know if I'll make that, because that's my birthday weekend. Who knows? Maybe birthday commentary. 7th of January for Singapore. Oh, that's okay. It's Singapore. I might have to do it for the Singapore Grand Prix. So yes, we'll see you. We'll see you in 2023. We'll see you in January. God, last race of 2023, and it was kind of a stinker, but it was a good. We got to see some cool. We got to see some cool people, on the podium. Good people doing well. But yes, that concludes Formula Virtual 2023. We'll see you in 2024 for the second half of Season 6. I hope you guys enjoyed yourselves today, and I'll see you all in 2023. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.